This is GTV, more valuable than your weight in gold. In our last episode, Mario and Luigi had a statue created to honor their good deeds by protecting the Mushroom Kingdom time and time again. Only the statue was stolen by pirates at the dedication ceremony. Wario, who has tangled with the brothers in the past, offered to help get the statue back. During the mission, Wario aimed to steal the heart of Princess Peach, while a mermaid that looks a lot like Princess Daisy got our heroes out of a bind more than once. Mario discovered the stolen statue on Kitchen Island, and despite coming oh so close to getting it back, is still in the hands of the Brown Sugar Pirates. Captain Syrup, leader of the brigade, has taken the statue to her castle, as Mario, Luigi, Peach, Wario, Yoshi, and Luigi's new crush, Kuri-chan, plan to storm the castle and get it back. And now, Super Mario Land 3 continues. After a long journey, our heroes have reached the gates of the castle, a giant tower that reaches high above Parsley Woods. Knowing that Mario et al. Are on the way, a giant knight blocks the entrance. With one swing of the sword, the knight means business, knocking everyone out of the way. The landing is quite hard. However, Luigi is able to grab hold of Kuri-chan, protecting her. This actually touches the knight's heart slightly. Mario takes advantage of the situation and begins to mock the knight for being less than a tough guy. Everyone laughs at the knight, which causes the suit of armor to fall off, revealing that the knight is nothing more than 3 DDs stacked on top of each other. "Where is the statue?" Mario asks. "It's right here," the DDs reply. "Don't hurt us, okay? Here it is. The solid gold statue of our fearless leader, Captain Syrup." Mario is stunned. "You know," thinks Mario, "if I can get this statue out of here too, I can melt it down and remake it into a statue for Peach." "Yeah, well, right now, Mario, that's a pretty big if." The princess grabs Mario by the schnoz. "Quit daydreaming and get moving. We have to find the statue," she says. While lollygagging around, Wario takes some time to prod a little white jelly bean-looking thing on the floor. Uh-oh, touching this little guy, called a white puff, will cause it to expand 100-fold. The white puff blows up and pushes everybody through the ceiling. Thankfully, where Mario and the rest land appears to be right at the bedroom door of Captain Syrup, clearly marked for ages 18 and up. No card check needed for Mario as he walks right in. The captain is taken aback. "You know, you should knock before entering a lady's private room," she says. Our heroes have a little discussion before confronting the captain. "This boss is a woman," says Peach. "Do you really think that it's right for you 2 guys to attack her?" "Well, I think it'll be an easy fight, don't you?" Mario replies. The captain overhears the conversation. "Fight me?" she says. "Ha! No, I have someone who does the fighting for me." With that, she pulls out a magic lamp that summons Denpu, the genie. "Now, do you think this battle will be so easy?" The genie attacks with a wave of electric energy. Everyone scurries to get out of the way. Denpu is huge, at least 50 feet tall. The team tries to go on the attack by stacking up to erase the height advantage. Wario then makes a leap to send a blow right to the genie's head. All the built-up shockwaves backfire, frying Denpu and Captain Syrup. Wario celebrates, perhaps too much, as he forgets to leave his wig attached to his own head. Peach is exposed to the truth that Wario wears a piece. And boy howdy, is that a turnoff. With Denpu defeated, he strikes a bargain with our heroes. He offers to build houses for all of them in any style so desired, in exchange for treasure found on Kitchen Island. Since these things probably don't have a lot of value in the Mushroom Kingdom, that's music to everyone's ears. Just imagine what a nice life everyone could have. Maybe Luigi and Kuri-chan can get married. While everyone is caught up in planning the good life, Captain Syrup takes the treasure bag and tosses it out the window into the lake below. Without money, the genie tells Mario and the rest that the deal is off and goes back into the lamp. The captain pulls down on a switch and says, "Don't think of escaping either, because you will all die in this castle, right here and now." The switch activates shutters for all windows and exits in the castle. The only way to escape is to put a coin in the door. Fine, except all the coins the team has found were thrown out the window by Captain Syrup. A bomb goes off on the top floor. The whole structure shakes. The roof starts to cave in. The castle is collapsing. Kuri-chan has an idea. If I can get crushed, she says, I can turn into a coin. Then everyone can escape. No, says Luigi. Don't do it. Kuri-chan ignores her darling's plea. Walking away, she thinks to herself, if I don't save them now, nobody will survive. She walks to the corner. The ceiling, directly above, caves in and falls on Kuri-chan. Luigi runs over to clear the rubble. Everyone, even Captain Syrup, is left speechless. No, Kuri, don't leave me, says Luigi. I'm sorry we can't stay together anymore, Kuri-chan says, before disappearing forever, with a coin appearing in her place. I'm sorry, Captain Syrup interrupts. I didn't mean for this to happen. Luigi uses the coin to make the escape. Only moments afterward, the entire castle comes tumbling down, leaving nothing but the basement door behind. The door opens and Yoshi is there to greet Mario and the others. With the statue destroyed, there really isn't much left to do except pack up and go home. The captain offers our heroes a return voyage on the SS Teacup as a way to make amends. They will never forget the brave sacrifice made by Kuri-chan that allowed them to escape and make it home. After the ship returns to the Mushroom Kingdom, Mario and Luigi make the long walk back home. Something is in the air, says Mario. Something feels different. The brothers detour and head over to the castle to see if everything is fine. Surely not, as gray skies cover the land, with the crackle of thunder filling the air. Inside the castle, Mario is shocked to see that all of the mushroom retainers have fallen ill, literally rotting from the inside out. But how? What happened while we were gone? Asks Peach. Then a voice comes out of nowhere. Beware, Mario. The brothers freeze in place. The floater has returned. She comes with a warning. The great demon Bat King is responsible for all of this, says the floater. He is the one casting the powerful poison rain that is destroying the Mushroom Kingdom. Oh no, says Mario. What can we do to stop him? Luigi has an idea. We should go back and get some of those mushrooms that we ate as kids, he says. The floater carries them back to the island where the mushroom grows on the mountain tops. But wait, do the brothers even remember? This island has a peculiar name, Wario Land. The mountain looks like it hasn't been inhabited for some time, as old growth covers the mountain base. Maybe the mountain hermit no longer lives here. Look, Luigi says, there is a mushroom on the top. Let's get it and we can take out the Bat King. But before the brothers can start to climb, the ground starts to rumble and shake. It feels like an earthquake. What is going on? The island is moving? It seems so. Kitchen Island, seen off in the distance, grows bigger and comes closer. Eventually, the islands lock together. Is this a bad thing? Maybe not. All Mario needs to do is get a mushroom to power up, then quickly move over to Stove Canyon and save the day. To whom do we have to thank for this? Do I know you? Mario asks. You don't remember me? Asks Daisy. We had all these adventures together. Luigi tries to help jog his brother's memory. Yeah, you don't remember? We rescued her in Super Mario Land. Back in 1989? On the Game Boy? Oh, Daisy. Right. Of course I remember. How could I forget? The princess of Sarasaland is overjoyed that she is still on Mario's mind after all this time. Someone else shows up, Captain Syrup. What are you doing here? I came back to bring you all the treasure from before, and then some, the captain says. Mario informs Daisy of all the goings-on until she showed up, including how the captain destroyed her own castle. That's right, the captain says to herself. But don't worry, I'll keep you away from the island and the real treasure so I can rebuild my castle. Let's not forget that Denpu, the genie, can create anything if you pay him enough treasure. For now, the castle is unfinished, yet the captain proudly shows it off to Mario, Luigi, and Daisy. Are you hungry? "Why not come in and eat?" she says. Inside, the captain offers Mario a giant feast, while Luigi and Daisy get the leftovers. Ah, so that's why they call it the captain's table. After stuffing his face, Mario is then offered a bath in an outdoor hot spring, one of the great natural features of the island. Daisy and the captain try to one-up each other to curry Mario's attention. Now, this is going to be hard to believe, but the captain isn't actually interested in Mario. I know, shocking, right? Captain Syrup thinks that Mario is in possession of the magic lamp, and this is all a distraction to give her time to find it and take it. While Luigi and the floater try to catch a glimpse of what's going on, the captain shoos them away, lest they interfere. This upsets Luigi. I mean, he's never had an adult talk to him that way before. At the same time, Wario has arrived on the island, and Luigi fills him in on what's happening. The great demon Bat King is not far behind, and with his magic breath, sprays Wario and Luigi with pure evil. Maybe Wario wasn't really a bad guy. Nobody's really sure. But under this spell, there's no question about it. He will only do bad things from here on out. The first evil deed performed? Blow up the new Syrup Castle. Wario and Luigi launch a giant missile from only about 15 feet away, nuking the castle. Not to mention everyone still inside. Wario and Luigi laugh at the destruction. "We are the Devil's Army," they boast. "First the castle, and then Kitchen Island." Wario? Luigi? What are you doing? The two bad guys laugh it off and walk away to follow the bidding of the Bat King. Expect this all over the island if you can't defeat him, Mario. Luigi and Wario have followed the Great Bat King back to his headquarters. On the periscope, Mario, Daisy, and Captain Syrup can be seen approaching the base. "Why are you crying?" asks the Bat King. "Are you jealous of this guy?" "Yes! Mario has 2 women on his arm," they reply in unison. "Well, that's too bad, because my poison gas will kill all of them. And if that doesn't do the job, Beefun has returned." He lets loose a diatribe about a world without women. Right behind him is Bobo, reminding him that, she is a woman. And if you want to take it outside, let's go. "I don't need to step outside. I can do this right here," says the Minotaur, knocking the mama bird out cold. Beefun celebrates with the guys. Yeah, well, I wouldn't get too close. As Mario gets closer, the Bat King wonders, what would be the easiest way to stop him? If these 2 women can have control over him, maybe 3 would do an even better job. Where are we gonna get 3 women? Beefun has everyone covered. With a quick change, the 3 bad guys become 3 bad girls. Off they go. The Bat King insists Bobo goes along. As Mario's weakness is women, then surely 3 dudes dressed like Sailor Moon ain't gonna do anything. You almost feel for the Bat King, for the situation he's found himself in. Almost. Outside, the 3 greet Mario, showering him with affection. "Do you know these people?" asks the captain. As Mario is dragged away, Daisy says, "Something is just not right." Soon enough, the ruse is revealed. Mario freaks out at the thought of meeting up with Beefun again, not to mention that his brother has turned heel. "Mario, I have had enough," says Captain Syrup. "If we just summon the genie, we can pay to fix all of this. So, come on, take him out." Assuming that the lamp is in Mario's pants, the captain starts rubbing. Nothing's happening, so she rubs harder and faster. Miss Syrup," says Daisy, "maybe he doesn't have the magic lamp on him, and there's only so much a man can endure. You know what I mean?" Yeah, I think we do." The Bat King watches all of this unfold through a periscope at his compound. "Wow, that Daisy is cute," he says. He commands Bobo to fly over there and steal the bag of treasure. In the scuffle, the bag rips open, and out falls the magic lamp. It was in the bag the whole time. Unfortunately, the lamp falls right at the feet of the Bat King. Denpu is summoned. Remember, he's not the kind of genie that gives out 3 wishes. He only works for the right price. The Bat King ponies up a small fee and gives the instructions. The bad guys hold down Mario, and Denpu does as commanded, a classic Osaka-style beatdown. Then the genie uses his magic to kidnap Daisy, bringing her to the great demon Bat King. In all the drama, the floater runs out of energy and collapses, breaking into 100 pieces as she crashes to the ground. Captain Syrup, realizing there's nothing left to gain here, turns around and walks away. Mario is a little heartbroken, but come on, what did he expect? But a greater despair falls over Mario. He's been left all alone, abandoned by his brother, with no hope left of saving the day. Except our hero spots a piece of treasure laying on the ground. It must have fallen out of the bag. A small bell. Mario gives it a ring. The sound opens up a giant black hole in the sky. What's on the other side of this black void?
You're getting very greedy. You are me, Wario. You're very handsome. You have amazing powers. Plunder and pillage pirates' treasure. Bag a bazillion coins. Buying me a castle bigger than Mario's. Repeat after me. I'm the bad guy in Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, where being bad is good and greed is good. Come and get it on Game Boy, greedy.
The bell has summoned a small white whale. His name is Guppy, and since Mario called him here, the whale offers to guide Mario where needed. I need to go back through Stove Canyon, says Mario. The two move forward to find a huge piranha with massive sharp teeth, blocking the way. Help! Mario cries out. Run this way, says Guppy, as the two run for their lives. Watch out, the lake of fire is only a few steps away, says Guppy. Sure enough, it is. Mario nearly falls in. The piranha goes over the edge, but hangs on by biting Mario on the rear end. Luigi is nearby, though as he has turned to evil, does nothing to help his brother. Meanwhile, the Bat King returns home with Princess Daisy. The first thing she asks, "What is all this stuff for?" "You can't tell," says the Bat King. This contraption produces a toxic gas that gets sent to the Mushroom Kingdom, wherein all of the inhabitants become poisoned and decay. Then, in no time, the kingdom will be empty and easy to conquer. Even now, Princess Peach in her castle must be feeling its effects. Soon will be the time to strike. Now, look here. The Bat King and Daisy turn around to look out the window, where Mario can be seen dangling above the lake of fire. On the other side, Bifun the Minotaur taunts Daisy. As our hero hangs on for dear life, his brother Luigi walks over and stomps down on his hand. The pain is intense. Knowing that this is game over if he doesn't act, Mario reaches up and grabs his brother's foot. Holding on, he jumps up out of the fire. The piranha still has his teeth sunk in, bringing Mario's pants down. Ah! Bare cheeks exposed, Bifun approves. Daisy, trapped behind the glass, tries banging on the window to get Mario's attention. Anyone's attention, to prevent the unthinkable from happening. The sound does distract the piranha, which was really just Wario in a fish suit all this time. But Luigi goes in for the kill, pounding Mario over and over into the ground. Guppy steps in, only to get smacked down rather quickly by a simple fly swatter. Luigi turns around to see Daisy standing in the window. Seeing the sad look on her face breaks the spell. Luigi has returned to normal, quickly becoming aware of what he has done, feeling tremendous guilt. As well, Luigi quickly succumbs to the toxins in the air, aging nearly 100 years in a matter of seconds. Mario sees what has happened to his brother. The anger of how Luigi was treated gives our hero a boost of energy. With a newfound vigor, he swears vengeance against the Devil Army. Everyone gets behind the door, sealing it shut. Mario charges onward, smashing through the brick wall to get to Daisy. Nice try, says the Bat King, but don't come any closer. Let her go, Mario demands. There's really nothing he can do. Daisy is tied up, Luigi is incapacitated, and the Devil Army stands in every corner of the room. Bifun and Wario give Mario a right and proper beatdown, Dusty Cloud and all. Unbeknownst to everyone, Captain Syrup has returned, chasing after the magic lamp. While everyone is involved in fighting, she realizes now is the perfect time to seize the lamp and make a quiet getaway. With Mario down for the count, the Bat King takes a deep breath, ready to infect Mario, turning him evil and formally ending his conquest of Kitchen Island. While winding up, Bifun notices a woman's derriere sticking out of a corner of the room. He certainly does not like what he sees. I can't understand why. It looks nice to me. The Minotaur alerts his boss, forcing him to turn his attention that way, and along with it, the trajectory of his toxic breath. Instead of hitting Mario, he zaps Captain Syrup. Under the curse of evil, she joins the Devil Army. Hey, I like this one better, the Bat King says. She has a lot more bounce to her. No comment from Bifun. Mario grabs Daisy by the arm and hightails it right out of there. Certainly the smartest move, and quite frankly, the only one possible. Mario and Daisy are back in the Parsley Woods. Mario wonders exactly where Syrup Castle is, or at least the ruins of it. If that can be found, then the way out will be a cinch. Daisy has other ideas. Say, Mario, since we're all alone out here, she says, isn't it about time you kissed me? Eh? She leans in, but bumps her face on Mario's giant schnoz. She gets upset at first, but then apologizes. Somehow, this warms Mario's heart. Not that it was ever that cold to begin with. Could this really be love? Is it going to happen? What's that? Mario and Daisy look up to see a giant 50-foot-tall golden peach statue. The statue talks. Ah, I found you. Mario doesn't really know what to say. I'm sorry, Peach. We weren't doing anything, I swear, is all he could muster. The golden peach slams her hand on the ground. With such an intense force, Mario and Daisy go flying off the ground. A stomp and another slam. No, says Daisy. This isn't really Peach. Look up. It's Wario. Son of a... It is Wario, controlling this statue like his own personal mecha, because, well, that's what it is. Mario and Daisy try to flee, but find themselves cornered. Wario laughs as the statue moves closer. Now, you die. A giant axe comes flying out of nowhere. The statue shatters. Mario is safe. But who threw the axe? This guy, Dwarf, the giant of the Parsley Woods. I'm looking for the guy who stole my treasure, he says. Mario thanks Dwarf the Giant, assuring him that he's one of the good guys and isn't stealing anything. All the while, the Bat King and the Devil Army have been watching from afar. Mario and Dwarf continue their conversation as the bad guys listen in. See, Denpu and the magic lamp he lives inside have belonged to Dwarf all along. Is this true? Asks the Bat King. It explains why the genie only gives out wishes to the highest bidder. Denpu says, I'll never go back to granting wishes for free. Never! With a burst of magic, the SST Cup lifts up from underground, reborn as an airship. As the ship flies over, the Bat King swings down on the anchor and scoops up Daisy. Now it seems like all hope is lost, except Dwarf offers a helping hand, giving Mario a pot that contains a jet helmet. Our hero flies off after the ship and put an end to this once and for all. The SST Cup flies off at incredible speed, but thanks to the jet helmet, Mario is able to stay within sight of the pirate ship. The Bat King sends the mama bird, Bobo, out there to shake him off. With one swipe, Mario spirals out of control. Back on the ground, the jet helmet, which flew off Mario's head, lands right on Wario. He takes off and is lucky enough to catch Mario in the air, bringing him along for the ride. Wario, what are you doing? Asks Mario. Revenge. I'm gonna get even with those guys for brainwashing Luigi and me, he replies. All right, sometimes it is good to be bad. And fun, too. Daisy has locked herself in the bathroom, on the pirate ship. Scared to go back out, she doesn't know what to do. With Mario gone, who can rescue me? Daisy hears a voice calling her name. Peach, is it really you? Yes, but do not be afraid. You must realize your destiny, to truly save the world. Save the world? But how can I do that? You must search your heart. Then you will know. Really? Yes. And you know that you must sacrifice yourself as others have done, but you will never be forgotten in doing so. Then Peach fades away. Wow, that was weird. Did that just really happen? Is that one of her tricks to keep Mario away? What was that? Suddenly, the ship rocks back and forth. The cannons are firing. Where are we? Asks Daisy. The Bat King has reached the mainland, firing his poison gas everywhere. Nobody on the ground is safe. Soon the whole world will be poisoned and die. Your Majesty, there's something coming this way, Captain Syrup says. It's Mario and Wario. Bobo is ordered to go back out once more, this time firing off dozens of baby birds to knock down Wario, or at least Mario. The barrage of baby birds can't stop them. As they draw closer to the ship, Mario yells out to Daisy, "Take my hand!" "But I'm scared!" Before Mario can grab on, Bobo comes back, attacking Wario with her giant beak. The two go tumbling down. Wario is able to regain control, catching Mario and flying back to the ship. The Bat King gives the orders. Fire the poison cannon directly at these two. "Aye aye," says the crew. This time Mario can reach Daisy. They lock arms. The poison cannon fires at full blast, right in Wario's face. He conks out, but can grab onto the anchor, clinging for dear life. Mario hangs in the air, held only by Daisy's hand. She struggles and can't pull him up. On the other side of the window, the Bat King declares that though Captain Syrup has the best bounce, the view from behind makes Daisy the clear choice to marry. Outside, Wario does the best he can to still save the day, wrapping the anchor around Bobo's leg. He cuts the rope, which drags the mama bird down into the ocean, with Wario going down too. Everyone watches to see if either will surface. Mario is shocked at the selfless bravery Wario has shown. Even Bifun sheds a tear, as he felt Wario was the manliest man he had ever known. The Bat King is more calculating in the event, contemplating on how small the Devil Army has become. "This is not enough," he says, "but I can just make more soldiers. And the next member of my army will be Daisy." Back at Stove Canyon, Luigi, moldy and decaying, lies on the ground. An apparition forms above him. It's the floater. She speaks. "I may be broken and gone, but with the last of my power, I will bring you back to fight, be reborn. Rise up and fight!" Luigi comes back to life. Guppy too. With his first breath, the spirit of the floater vanishes. Can he ever thank her for her bravery? Back on the SS Teacup, Daisy struggles to pull Mario inside the window. The toxic breath of the Bat King reaches Daisy. Oh no! She has turned to evil! Mario begs Daisy to hang on and be her true self. The spell doesn't work. Daisy can't be controlled. Her love for Mario is too strong. Our hero reaches the window and with both hands pulls himself inside. The Bat King is shocked. He runs to his remaining friends and asks for help. Captain Syrup knows exactly what to do. She summons Denpu once more. Naturally, the genie demands payment up front. The Bat King hands the treasure over. Only then does Mario get walloped. It's not a fair fight, to say the least. Daisy can't stand it anymore, seeing her love, Mario, beaten to a pulp this way. She socks the Bat King right in the face. Our hero refuses to quit. He stands back up and tells the genie he's fighting for the whole Mushroom Kingdom, and Luigi, and even Wario. "Oh yeah?" says Denpu. "It looks to me like you aren't even thinking about your brother at all." Then he attacks Mario again, pounding him over and over and over and over, as the great Demon Bat King watches on, laughing with delight. The attack knocks Mario into some barrels, which expose even more treasure. The Bat King offers it all to the genie. "Now finish the job," he says. Denpu charges up the most powerful fireball yet, possibly the most powerful of all time. Bifun suddenly notices something. The mask. "I'll save you, Mario," he says. He jumps up and puts the mask on the genie's face. This is the only case in human history where putting on a mask actually saved lives. This mask is no ordinary mask. Oh no. It's a dancer's mask, and by wearing it, the genie can't help but move his feet. The Minotaur gets trampled in the process. Denpu manages to cast one spell while covered up. The magic creates an army of mini genies that go after Mario. As they begin their assault, the Bat King realizes he's out of treasure. There's none left to pay the genie. I guess it works like a taxi meter or something. With all of the treasure used up, Denpu goes back in the lamp. Mario kicks the poison machine. The toxins fill the air, but thanks to his big nose, our hero is able to exhale enough air to push the bad stuff out without anyone getting harmed. Captain Syrup grabs the magic lamp. "At last, I have it! It's mine!" she says. "Hold on a minute," says the Bat King. The two fight over the lamp, and in the struggle, the captain drops it, wherein the lamp shatters. Denpu and his new family run for the hills in search of a new lamp. I guess that dream is over. Just then, a giant beam of light comes out of nowhere. It's the light of a giant floater statue. The beam of light just misses the Bat King, but does burn his hat. In fact, it goes up in a giant fireball, leaving nothing behind. With the hat destroyed, the evil spell is gone, and what remains of the Devil Army is gone as well. As it turns out, the Bat King, he too was under the control of dark forces. Who would have thunk it? Thanks, Luigi, for saving the day. Just then, an old friend appears. The old mountain hermit from so many years ago. It sure has been a long time since Mario and Luigi have seen him. "Now you are truly men," the hermit says. "You have saved the day, and let us never forget the power that headgear can have over people. Don't let such things fall into the hands of evil ever again." "This isn't over," says Daisy. "There is still one more thing to do. I know what must be done. Mario, thank you for all the good times we have had together. Please never forget them." Daisy kisses Mario on his big nose. Then she rises up into the air with light emanating from her on all sides. Daisy dissipates into millions of particles that float across the sky, landing on the Mushroom Kingdom. Each of these touches all of those infected by the toxic gas, bringing everyone back to life. The kingdom is saved. Princess Peach comes to and stands up. "Daisy, thank you. You've given everything to save us, and we will never forget you." Everyone mourns the loss of Princess Daisy. But is she truly gone? Her memory lives on in each person she saved. And in the millions of particles that went somewhere else, they found a safe place to be born into something new. So, maybe there will be a future for Mario and Daisy after all. Meanwhile, somewhere out in the ocean, is that? It is! It's Wario! He made it alive! Well, that's great, but I don't know what to tell you, buddy. We're all out of time. You know, the internet went insane when Mario's Wang was showing in Super Mario Land 1, which I mentioned years before anybody. Now, here's Mario's bare ass. He's presenting to Bifun. Is this not news? Nobody even said a thing. Well, that's mainstream media for you.